I'm working on it. I'm working on it. It being a better husband, being a better father, being a better businessman, being better with the decisions that I make, knowing that what I do will be detrimental to my legacy. It's hard. Being in business is hard. Me starting out, I didn't know anything. This path that I'm on, it wasn't carved out for me. It seemed like a lot of people put me in a box, and I struggled with that. At one point, I had something to prove, and this was in the beginning of my career. I don't think my parents really believed in me. I didn't have anybody at the time. I didn't even have my wife. I didn't, I was in and out of relationships with women and stuff like that. So I don't believe anybody believed in this, in me doing this. And for me to get as far as I have been, it's been a battle. I've had the worst experience with owning a business, being in this industry. There's so many people that's in and out. I've had to sever so many relationships, so many relationships. Even people I thought they had my back, they don't. And I realized that, and that didn't stop me. Like I say, I'm still working on my legacy. I want my kids to have the opportunities that I did not have. So a lot of that is me just getting my power back. A lot of that is me just getting my power back. My power back. Power back.
Davonte McKenzie, aka Tate Mac the Barber, on two barbershops, well, one barber's beauty salon and one salon suites. We got Grimology Barber and Beauty, which is in Hazelcrest, and Harold House Studios in Lansing, Illinois, which we just opened in November, early November. Grew up on the south side of Chicago, moved to the south suburbs, stayed in Richton Park. Stayed with my mom, my father. I have two siblings. I have a little brother and I have a younger sister. I have two kids, twins, a boy and a girl, Davonte Jr. and Brielle, and my beautiful wife, Brittany. And it's all about the legacy. It's all about my family. I didn't have the typical uh, hard, just growing up in the city life. I mean, for the most part, we stayed in 115th and Roseland, in the Pullman community. It was just a normal Chicago streets, block club parties. I used to love that and love when they uh, they turned on the fire hydrants and being able to go down the block and it's like everybody knew us. Everybody knew my mother, knew my grandmother. Pretty much they was like, man, if you're in trouble, they're gonna come knock on that door. You're gonna get in trouble at home. I remember a lot of that stuff vividly. But I don't know how old the people are that's gonna look at this, but I remember the wrought iron fences. You remember when you stick your head through the wrought iron fence and you got stuck? Yeah, yeah, that was one of the vivid memories I had of growing up in the city. And then once I moved out to the south suburbs of Chicago, stayed in Richmond Park. I went to Rich Central High School. There, I was band, but drummer, basketball, baseball, typical things, in high school. It wasn't the most popular, but I was still cool. I was around. Being a father to me is just being a provider and just being there for my kids. I want to give them the opportunities that I never had or that me coming up with my mother and my father. It was a crazy story. When we found out we was pregnant with twins, we came in the room and they did the what do you call it, the sonogram. So when we found out, she's like, yeah, there's baby A. And then kept moving and she's like, there's baby B. I literally jumped up out my seat and ran out the room. Came back in and it was kind of like that was it. So now I know it's time. It's no games to play. At this time, it wasn't. At this time, I had already opened Grimology. Grimology had opened in November of 2019, so it was fresh when we found out that I was actually about to have kids. So I knew I had to step it up.
I would love to hear more about your kids.
Yeah,
Tell us about
they're a handful. They're a handful. My son, he's 3 as well as Brielle. They're 3, and he's a little different than I thought, and I'm seeing out of me. He's a mama's boy. So, he looks up to me. I think in certain instances, he always look for me for confirmation for certain things. My daughter, she's a strong one. When they say women are stronger, I can see her character is so strong. Like she acts like the mama sometimes to him, and he's the oldest. It's just crazy. But she's gonna be strong. She's gonna grow up quite well, and I'm gonna make sure that I guide them in the right direction. And like I say, give them the things that and opportunities that I didn't have. Um, and it just brings a smile on my face every time I come home. I mean, it doesn't matter what I'm going through. They're the ones that is keeping me happy, and my wife, of course. My father, he's an entrepreneur as well. He owned a trucking company for 30 some years, going 30 plus actually, and he wanted me to actually get into driving trucks as well. But he worked so much, and creating a legacy, I felt like there's things that as an entrepreneur that I feel like we could set ourselves up to help our families. That generation, we got to break those curses. We got to break those the father being absent, or the there being issues when a broken home and the family has to go one way, and kids have to be split. We have to break those generational curses. And I feel like just having a legacy, I feel like I could leave that down to either my son or my daughter. So every maneuver that I do now is set for them. Whatever I have now is gonna be left for them. Anything that I put in their name, trust, will, everything is to them. Any buildings, commercial, real estate, any residential, is all going to them. So it's pretty much I'm setting them up to be able to do the things that they need to do, whether that's go to college or be an entrepreneur. I'm definitely gonna give them space to do either or. Because I went to college as well. That's how you carpenter. I went to school to be a dentist. Changed my whole outlook on everything coming home in 2010. I was going to pay my way through dental school. That didn't work out. Financially, it wasn't there with my family. So I had to make another avenue. I already kind of, in my mind, knew how to cut hair a little bit, but it wasn't to the point where I could actually make a living off of it. Went to school and here, stayed in one barbershop until I opened my own. So I know the struggle of just being an entrepreneur, working from the ground up to get to where you are. Now, my wife went to college. Has an MBA in finance. So she has the outlook on college completely, getting a degree. And then they also have their father on the entrepreneur side. So they get the best of both worlds. So I'm not going to tell them you have to go one way. You don't have to go one, you have to go the other way. Because in my outlook on everything with what I'm doing with barbering, now that I have two shops, my goal is to have a barber school. If I have a barber school within the high schools, I can have a program where it would give the students the option to go and be either a barber or they can go to college. So that's what I'm looking at. I don't want the approach of just college. I'm open. Now, if you say something outlandish like I want to be a princess or I want to be, I'm gonna be realistic. I'm gonna play along with you, daughter, but we got to be realistic about this baby girl. Please, just to be let's find what you're looking to do. Because I have so much that I want to do, and this is just like for me, the things that I've done so far is just like the tip of the iceberg. It's not even. I feel like I say, it's a crash course. It's a crash course into what I needed to be as a father and as a provider and a husband. But just know it's Davonte. He's a go getter. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. Like I said, it's gonna be something left here that can say, yeah, he put his stamp on it.
What message do you have for your kids as a father?
Be you. Be yourself. Don't get caught up in what people may want you to be. Don't get caught up into what just have your own mind. In this society, it can make things hard. Mentally, physically, spiritually. Just keep God first and go for what you want to go for. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it. Don't let nobody steer you wrong. If it's your mom and your dad, just keep God first and faith into whatever you want to do and just go after it. Because at the end of the day, you're only gonna have you and your and what you want to do. Honestly, I just want my kids to be able to understand that you have your own mind. You have the right to be you. You have the right to be you. Whatever it is, just go for it, and I'm supported wholeheartedly.